Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about something that somebody wrote to me recently, and I responded to the person, but I want to state something about this to the people out there that watch the videos so they have a little better understanding and conception of what I'm about in case they don't know. Well, the thing is, I recently got, another message, regarding not having my comments enabled on my YouTube astrology channel. I know what else is new, right? The sun is probably going to come out tomorrow, right, or something. But the thing is, the sun ain't always shining brightly for everybody in their life, and including me. And part of the reason I have the comments disabled is so I could devote, some more time, for other things I need to do and not be dominated, completely by this astrology. I did some videos. I don't know if anyone ever saw them to explain why the comments were disabled. But anyway, the thing about this is the main thing I want to talk about. What really irritate me is, okay, the person said I lack heart, and she made this deduction and analysis or what have you on me based on the fact that I have the comments disabled on the videos. It's like saying, oh, it just doesn't even seem to make much sense, because it's almost like saying, well, the alignment on your car is off by half a degree. That means you don't know anything about mechanics, or that means you're a robber. It just doesn't, there's really, no correlation with the two. So, because, if you want to say, well, gee, Edwin, you seem to lack heart, because, okay, you don't have the comments enabled in that respect. And as far as that, just, not having the heart to put enable comments, if someone wants to say that, that would at least be closer to accurate, as opposed to making, a full character analysis on a person based on that. I do a number of things for people and don't expect, reciprocation. I find a way to get myself up every day despite my limiting life situation. Very lower stature in life. Social status is very low, as many of you people may know. I have irrevocable nerve damage. There's a lot of things I can do. A lot of things were taken away from me. People say I can make my own magic, but it's hard to make your own magic when you have limiting circumstances in your life. A lot of people don't really know about that, and the fact that I persevere and I still get up and make these videos consistently day in and day out should say something to somebody. Now, the positive side, looking at the fact that the astrology channel is not monetized, should really reaffirm what I'm saying, because I'm still making the videos in spite of the channel not being monetized. And also, the fact that I have diminished viewership and I still do the videos. A lot of people my situation may have given up and said, the hell with YouTube, they're likely shadow banning my channel. Why should I give them any more contributions? But I didn't want to let the fans down, and I know there were still some people out there that were watching my videos, so I want to maintain my loyalty to them the way they have done so with me. And the person also said that by me making the videos with having the comments disabled, okay, I'm talking to people, but not with them. Okay, I'm not talking with them, but I have talked to other people that, on Facebook, and other people I've chatted with, regarding, regarding astrology matters pertaining, whether it's to their chart or some transit, that's going on, whatever it may be. So in the positive side, even though I'm not interacting with the people right on my videos in the comments section, I'm still giving them, information they can assimilate, and they continue to become learned in astrology with Edwin Learnard. So there are some positive aspects, and we just have to see them sometimes. We don't have to be so overshadowed by the fact that the comments are not enabled. I think it's a very overstated thing. I do have comments enabled on TikTok, so it's not like I've completely shut people out. So, people say, "Oh, you don't have your comments enabled on YouTube." There's so many other things to worry about anyway, other than that. It's like, I mean, if we can all complain, right? Look at me. I mean, I was in a bad situation, where I was paying an extravagant rate on my home situation, and I needed assistance on. Very few people even had inquired with me, ever wrote me and said, "Edwin, are you okay? What's going on?" So if we want to go that route, I could just easily say that there's a lot of the viewers that themselves can be very cold and callous. So I mean, that goes both ways anyway. But the thing too is, and also, I mean, and as I stated before, I've given some, free astrological insight to others without any, reciprocation. And if my heart, if it appears sometimes that I'm heartless, well, maybe it's because it's been stomped on a number of times by people that were using me and exploiting my kindness. And so you got to look at it like that. I mean, I've had to keep my distance from people to some degree because I have to make sure that the people I am interacting with have my interest somehow to some degree, that they're just not using me, for free, astrological information. So that is something that, I would have to consider. And I hope I hope a number of you do accept and understand that this is not, just about, Edwin not caring or being cold or callous or not some unsympathetic to others. I do have a life outside of astrology. It's not much of a life, but I still have it. And, kudos to those out there, the other YouTube astrologers that have their comments enabled, which is almost every other one besides me, I guess. But the thing is, I give them credit. They're better men than I am, Gunga Din, however it goes. But I still have a lot going on in my life, and my living situation is not completely stabilized yet. There's still certain things that are nebulous and unclear and uncertain regarding it. So that has something to do with why I don't have comments enabled, because I have to concentrate on things regarding my own life. And the thing too is, and to say, just the thing that's very, again, very exasperating is just really that thing about, not having, not having a heart, because, it's hard. It's funny because the statements are like contradictory, because, okay, you're calling me out, you're saying all these negative, derogatory things about me, but yet I don't have the heart. You basically, the person who was really initiating, I felt, instigating an argument with me, about this. And it's funny that people say, well, I've had at least one person say, "Edwin, complaining doesn't help anything." Well, the thing is, there's people that will complain about me complaining, and they're complaining constantly about the videos, not comments not being, enabled. The thing is, what bothers me too. Like, say I enable comments on the videos, say hypothetically one day I just magically wanted to do that, and people will say negative things. What sucks is that there's very few people that ever come to my defense and even stand up for me. If you could be so brave in terms of making your so-called constructive criticism about me, why can't you be brave in standing up for me when you see an unwarranted derisive remark that is pertaining to me? And that's the million-dollar question. If we, could all answer that, maybe, or accept that, that we should, at least stand by the people we're loyal to. And if we're going to be outspoken about them, then we can use our courage to stand up for them. So if we all could get that mindset, the world would be such a better place, because we would have unity, and we would have people that would be standing by each other. Working, complaining about me not having comments enabled, that's just being very adversarial. We all got to subsist and survive in this community. People will say, well, Edwin, part of the reason you don't have, a lot of people or other YouTube astrologers, that you to connect with is because you have the comments to say. But well, you can say that's part of the reason, but keep in mind that I did have comments enabled till like early 2015, and there was still very little interaction with other YouTube astrologers. So I don't know if we can really put everything on that. Yes, it does play a role. It doesn't really incentivize people, whether they're YouTube astrologers or somebody else, to do, to have the interaction with me. Because someone said that, wrote me and said that I send mixed signals to others, because I'll say on one hand that I would like to have, more people, in my life in general from the astrology community, but then I have the comments disabled, and she was basically saying I was like a contradiction. But that's, I guess, you could look at it like that. But at the same time, there's other ways, to contact somebody if you really want to, connect with them besides through the comments section on YouTube. I'm trying to see if there's anything else, that I wanted to add, to this. It's really about it, and I just, would hope that, with all the negativity going on in the world, people, that, we don't really have to keep harping on, the comments being disabled. If you want to write me, give me some encouragement. We don't need all negativity. The thing is, what I'm struggling right now trying to figure out, and I don't know if I have, the equipment available, or have the, whatever it is I need to get it done. I do want to enhance the background, on the videos at some point. I think there's some kind of video editor that can be downloaded, but my phone, my smartphone I don't think it doesn't have like really a lot of storage space left. I think I might have to get another phone, and I can download that app and maybe do something from the phone. But I'm still trying to figure out how can I do that, on a laptop situation. Is there something that I can download, or I can, create, a different, at least have more of like an astronomical kind of background in the video. At least do that. I know TikTok videos have like, I'll see people with all these stellar graphics, and they'll have lettering on them, and I need to just kind of figure out how am I going to do that, and that's where I'm at, right now. But anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.